Thanks for joining us. This is Omni View, episode 47 for May 11th, 2026. Balanced news perspectives. New week, fresh perspectives. Let's see what happened over the weekend and what's developing today. Stalled Iran peace talks are pushing up energy costs and cutting international travel demand, directly affecting household bills and holiday plans worldwide. European stocks traded mixed on Monday as investors reacted to the latest developments in U.S. Iran negotiations. Defense shares declined while broader indices showed limited movement. Markets are monitoring any signs of progress or further delays in the talks. CNBC frames the session as investors calmly digesting negotiation updates without major panic selling. Other market observers note that defense stocks often move inversely to perceived de-escalation chances because lower conflict risk reduces demand for military equipment. Both sides agree the talks remain the central variable. They differ on whether current stalling signals temporary posturing or deeper obstacles to agreement. How might prolonged talks affect fuel prices in coming weeks? Shifting now to the latest exchange between Washington and Tehran. President Trump described Iran's reply to the U.S. ceasefire offer as insufficient and accused Tehran of playing games. The exchange leaves the status of any agreement unresolved. No new timeline for further talks has been announced. Outlets close to the administration emphasize Trump's firm stance as necessary leverage. Other reporting highlights that both parties have exchanged proposals yet remain apart on core terms. The factual record shows a rejected counteroffer. Interpretations differ on whether this reflects standard negotiating tactics or a more serious breakdown. What specific conditions would make a deal acceptable to both sides? Meanwhile, leaders in India are responding directly to the economic ripple effects. Prime Minister Narendra Modi urged citizens to cut fuel consumption, limit gold buying, and reduce overseas trips. The appeal comes amid ongoing economic effects from the Iran conflict. No specific enforcement measures were detailed. Indian government statements present the measures as voluntary steps to protect national economic stability. Independent coverage notes that such public calls often precede more formal policy adjustments if conditions worsen. Observers agree the goal is to ease pressure on foreign exchange reserves. They differ on how effective voluntary restraint tends to be in practice. Which imported goods are most exposed if tensions continue? Next, we turn to one of Europe's busiest airports. London Heathrow recorded about 6.7 million passengers in April, down 5% from the same month last year. Transit traffic through the airport increased as some travelers rerouted to avoid Middle East hubs. The airport attributed the overall decline to reduced international demand. Airport management links the fall directly to geopolitical uncertainty affecting long-haul routes. Travel analysts note that transit growth shows the hub's continued usefulness even as origin-destination traffic softens. Both views accept the 5% figure. They differ on whether the dip is likely to deepen or rebound quickly once talks resume. What does this mean for summer holiday bookings? In a related development, refiners are already adjusting supply chains. Thailand's largest refiner is increasing imports from Africa and the Americas to lessen dependence on Middle Eastern supplies. The move aims to keep domestic fuel production steady. Contracts and logistics adjustments are already underway. Company statements stress supply security as the primary driver. Industry reports note that such diversification requires time to build new shipping and storage arrangements. Observers agree the strategy reduces single-region risk. They differ on the cost premium involved in sourcing from farther locations. How quickly can refiners complete supplier switches? Before we go, watch for further updates on whether U.S. and Iranian negotiators schedule a new round of direct talks in the coming days. That wraps up today's Omni View. Remember, the best informed people read more than one perspective. If this show helps you do that, share it with someone who values fair coverage. See you tomorrow. This episode used AI voice synthesis of my voice. Editorial selection and analysis are my own.